So yeah, so academics overall pretty good. I felt really good about like my classes. I felt good about my professors. I had really good professors for the most part. I will I mean honestly I thought my bio professor was really good. My main issue was probably my chemistry professor. Sorry, there's a car. Okay, all right. Keep on moving, sir. We understand. Pretty houses, let's move. Thank you. What's up? Hey, hello, welcome. Um, all right. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with kind of like an update about my first semester of freshman year. Yeah, so we're just gonna talk about a couple of things. I have a couple of things written down on my laptop that we're kind of gonna discuss and just talk about my first semester. I really want to document it, make sure that I'm able to go back and kind of remember this kind of thing. So here we go. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about, we're going to keep it light. We're going to start with food because food is most important. Honestly, dog, to maybe some of like the seniors that are watching this, to anybody who's not a college freshman, and to even those who have been through college and have done the whole 9 yards, bro, eating out here is hard. Like there's nothing, I mean, for me personally, like I knew it was difficult for me and I didn't think it was going to be because like I had prior experiences living on college campuses, but the food, wow. I didn't realize that like I was going to miss my mom so much and miss her food so much. Like that was really, really difficult. Like all you can really eat on campus is like, yeah, Chick-fil-A. I know, and I'm kidding. Like, there are some other great places to eat on campus. It's just that, like, after you realize that those are your only options, unless you want to use your own money to buy food. And as a college student, we broke. So, like, yeah. So it's what we have on campus. And, you know, after a while, it's just not that good. Also coupled with the fact that, like, I'm African, dog. I like to eat rice and stew. Like there are just some things that I like to eat that you can't eat every day. So it was a little difficult at first, and probably still will be. It probably will be for a minute, just because I just don't enjoy the food they have on campus. Before, I wasn't really like picky about what I ate. It didn't really matter, but I think that's because I could come home and eat what I wanted to eat rather than whatever they kind of just had out. So yeah, so I would say that if you're a senior or someone who's going to start college soon and live on campus and use a dining plan, I would definitely just be aware that it's probably not going to be that good, to keep it real. And then also coupled with that, keep in mind that if your school has like a dining dollars to like swipes ratio thing going on with like meals and stuff like that, I would do my best and get the most dining dollars I can, just simply because honestly the swipes, to me, I'm talking about for me here, this is my own experience. I walked off campus for Christmas break with like almost 100 meal swipes. I know, I'm trash. And like $10 of dining dollars left. Like I'm just saying that like I understand that like, you know, those are hot meals and everything, and they're probably better for you in all actuality. However, with that being said, like I just can't eat bland food. So I refuse. Also, I'm lactose intolerant, so there are a lot of things that I can't eat and won't eat. I also don't eat pork, so there are a lot of things I cannot eat. So like that's also another issue for me. So I would say, looking back now, I would have really liked to have had more dining dollars. So maybe gotten the plan that was like all dining dollars, or just less meal swipes so that I can use more for dining dollars in one of like the market stuff, like the like kind of like the convenience store like places on campus. All right, so now we'll get into like kind of like the heavy stuff. So let's talk about like academics and stuff. So overall, academics this semester, in the beginning, like to be honest, if we're gonna be like completely honest, a lot of it was a wake up call. Cause for someone like me, I did pretty well in high school. I studied in high school, but nowhere near the amount of time that I spent studying now in college. So for instance, for like biology, maybe like if there was a number one, I was studying the night before a biology test. Yeah, I can't do that in college, just because it's not like the material is harder, it's just more like there's more material to know, so you really can't be doing the whole the night before I'm gonna start studying because you're just gonna be in trouble, period. Like I know like a lot of my teachers wanted to tell me that these science classes aren't weed out classes, but even if they themselves don't want them to be weed out classes, the professors I mean, they end up being weed out classes just simply because if you're not doing what it takes to do well in these classes, you're not going to do well. So yeah, so that took me by surprise, first off. I mean, honestly, I recognized that there was a lot more I recognized that there was a lot more information, and I did start studying earlier, but I would say that that first test I was like, ooh, wow, okay, more time probably could have gone into studying, and that's what I just made it my point to do for both biology and chemistry. Those were the two sciences that I took this semester. Actually, I should probably go through what classes I took. So I took biology, I took chem, I took two general education requirement classes. I think one was a history class. It was like history before the 1800s. I also had a seminar and composition class that was like for writing. It's basically like an English class that all freshmen are required to take. And then I took another class. It was like this academic foundations class that just kind of lets you explore Pittsburgh as a first year student. So that was great. It was like an easy class. It was a pass or fail class. I did well in all of my classes. I mean, of course, like work had to go into it. I'm not gonna tell you that it's easy because like you put a lot of work in. So like, I don't think it was easy per se, but I definitely think that if you put the work in, you can do well in any of your classes. Um, but besides that, yeah, I think it was a pretty successful semester. I do think that in order to really succeed in college, you have to figure out how you learn. So for me, I'm an auditory learner, and I'm really happy that I kind of knew that before. I recognized that before, just simply because of a lot of the things that I've had to do, a lot of the studying that I've already done in high school, even though it maybe wasn't as long-winded or not as specific as the studying that I've done in college. I would definitely say that I had to study the same way, just better. So I'm an auditory learner, as I said previously. So what I actually do is I put all of the information that my teacher gives me, whether it be a note form or whatever we're doing, and I construct my own PowerPoints and actually go through them like every day. So like as I gain more information from the lecture or from the module that we're on, I'll add more information to my PowerPoint, and I'll just go through them every day so that the stuff that you learned yesterday sticks with you, the stuff that you learned today sticks with you, and you can just continue on. And you just have to keep in mind that so one of the class that I probably had the most trouble in, and honestly it wasn't really trouble, it was just that the professor and the way she taught didn't really jive with how I learn, and therefore it was a little bit more difficult to learn from her. So I do a lot of work on my own, which is to be expected. But I would keep in mind that when you're choosing a professors, hopefully if you're in school or whatever you're doing, you have some sort of mentor or someone that's gone to the school previously. Reach out to other people and make sure that you're taking the right professors. I'm a pre-med student, so like GPA and stuff really, really matters. So like you want to make sure that you're not taking a professor that's going to kill your GPA, especially so early in the game. So just make sure that like when you're picking professors, you're going on Rate My Professor, make sure that these professors are highly rated, or at least, like they're in that, 3 to 4, that 3 to 5 range, because you shouldn't, I don't, taking professors that have 1.5 and 2.1, like I just don't recommend that because it's going to be rough. So yeah, look at is social life, and to me, like my social life and extracurriculars really do go hand in hand. So through extracurriculars and things that you do, you find friends, like you find people who are like-minded, they like the same things as you, and you kind of just roll with it. So like you find people that you like or that you can speak to, or that you can make friends with in a lot of your clubs. Also in a lot of my classes as well, I found people that, we sat next to each other every day and we talked about, crap that goes on in our school, or, just stuff that happens as freshmen. So like you find people, like I know people are very like, scared about making friends and being somewhere new. I will say that like don't rush into anything crazy, because don't rush into friendships that aren't going to like better your life. I think that a lot of people do that, and then they end up having issues with their friends, and then everything happens. And I just want to say that this is in high school, so you know, just don't do that. Don't do all that. That's a lot. But yeah, so I would definitely say that you can definitely have a social life. You can definitely go out and party on the weekends. You can definitely, like, there are opportunities to do that. There are links. You can get the addresses to places. Don't be worried about that. I just don't think that you should be worried about that. You will make friends. Everybody does. It takes longer for some people than others. It takes, you know, a shorter time. Maybe your roommate ends up being your best friend, or maybe someone that you meet at church is your best friend, or maybe that person that you met in a club is your best friend. So, like, you know, honestly, don't force it, is what I'm saying. Don't force yourself to be friends with people that you don't actually want to be friends with, because I'm telling you that you're going to find friends. You are going to make friends one way or the other. So just don't force it with people that you're not sure if you're compatible with. There's no reason to. But besides that, I would say that freshman year has been really successful. I think I've met some great people that, if not for, you know, Pitt, wow, I just said my school. Hopefully people don't come looking for me. If not for Pitt, I probably wouldn't have found. I'm really excited for what the future kind of holds at Pitt. Pitt has some great opportunities for a lot of students, and I'm really happy that I went there. No, but seriously, excuse me. I'm really pleased with how my first semester went. I have some story times probably that I'll probably have to tell later on. I can't really drop them now. No, but really, I think that Pitt is a great place. I think that first semester of college went really well, and I'm only assuming that it's going to get better and better as you get to know more people, as you get to be involved in a lot more things. Things will just continue to get better. So actually, I guess I should probably say what my major is as of now. So right now, I am a bio and communications double major with a minor in chemistry. I was gonna double minor as well, but I realized that I don't want to be in school forever. And okay, yeah, so bio double major and okay, a bio and communication double major with a minor in chemistry, and I'm on the pre-med track still after first semester, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm feeling pretty good about that, and I'm just hoping that everything continues well. So yeah, so this is kind of like my mid-year update. I am attempting to learn how to vlog, so we're gonna work with that. But yeah, so I might have a final week vlog that comes out eventually. I don't know. We'll kind of see how the editing goes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This is just me documenting my first semester of college. I guess if you have any questions, you can leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer them. Also, don't forget to follow me, I guess. This is so weird. I'm so sorry. Who am I? A YouTuber? Don't forget to follow me on my Insta at faithyk21, and I guess on my Snapchat, faith_Kende. I'll leave those down below. Ew, I sound so gross. I can't. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching if you stayed this long. And yeah, peace. Oh yeah, subscribe. Peace.